Hi, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel for your daily dose of allure. Today I'm going to be making the best chocolate cookies that you will ever taste in your life. If you make it, that is. But I for sure am going to make it and I'm going to take you guys along. Okay, I have never made cookies before. However, I have extremely high expectations of myself. So I know these are going to be the best cookies ever. Mic drop. I have all of my ingredients ready. I'm gonna do that right now. The first thing I'm gonna start with is I have some softened butter, but I need melted butter. So I'm gonna melt a half a cup of this and then make my dough. Okay, I forgot to show you guys my ingredients. As you can see, I already took out some of the butter to melt. But yeah, sugar, flour, baking soda, baking powder. Not sure if I'm gonna need this, but just in case. And I should have granulated sugar. I don't really like granulated sugar. I have icing sugar, so I'm gonna use that somehow. But yeah, typically the recipe is brown sugar and white sugar. Don't really like white sugar. Anyway, I'm gonna make my little concoction here. The butter is all melted. That's how you know it's real milk butter, because the solids are separating. But yeah, I'm not gonna brown it. I'm just gonna leave it here a little bit because I don't want it hot. I just need it warm and melted. Our base is going to be 1 1/3 cup of flour. Always make sure to sieve your flour before, or use a spoon to soften it before you actually put it in there. You see how that's all cloudy and nice? Yeah, if you don't do that, you're gonna get your measurements wrong. Next, half teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna do the same with baking powder. Next, 3/4 teaspoons of salt. So now we're moving on to the wet ingredients. I know sugar isn't wet, but like it will get wet in a second. Whoa, I am saying some very strange stuff this fall, but anyway. So that is, what is this? Half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of powdered or granulated sugar. Just know if you use powder like I am, the consistency of the cookies are going to be more chewy in the center and crispy on the ends. If you use brown sugar and granulated sugar, it's going to be a more crunchy cookie overall. Mix that all up until it gets to a sticky consistency. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then what else? Oh yeah, and then I'm going to be adding an egg. Okay, so now after whisking, the texture is a lot better. Everything is all combined. I'm gonna add my egg and then add my wet ingredients to my dry. Look at how lovely. Yeah, and then after I mix this well and leave a few streaks of flour, I'm going to add my chocolate chips. So it is Hershey's semi-sweet chocolate chips. Yum. I had to double check the recipe because it says 1 1/2 cups of chocolate chips. This is like a lot compared to what we have here, but I'm trusting the faith. That's 1 cup, and then the half cup. Wow, this is all chocolate. But okay, mix. So this is the texture that you're looking for, kind of like Play-Doh. It shouldn't really stick to your hand at all. This is my little treat for working so hard. Okay, here's my pizza dough. Flour, yeast, salt, all the good stuff. I have to, this is really hard to do on camera. And I can't bother to go for my tripod. But I'm gonna, once this forms into a ball, I'm gonna let it rest with something to cover it for about 5 to 10 minutes, just for the yeast to grow. But yeah. Okay, so the dough is chilled, fresh out of the freezer. Oh, the texture is fantastic. I'm gonna roll these up and then chill it in the fridge again. Okay, so the cookie dough is all done. I am going to just rest the balls. Hold up. The cookie formations that I made, I'm gonna rest it in the fridge for about 30 minutes because I don't know why, but cookies just are better when they're chilled. So I heard. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be back. Here are my cookies. They are chilled. I'm gonna put them into the oven. I'm so excited. Look how pretty. Absolutely perfect. They're just how I like them. You can never get them like this in the stores. I like my cookies thick and soft, so I did everything in my power to get them to turn out that way. So I'm really hoping that's how it goes. But it smells so good. I'm so excited. It's been a few hours, you know, with the resting time, the cooling and all of that. I can't wait to reap my reward. It's still so hot, but they're so cute. They're so adorable. Okay, they do need to cool. This is pretty hot, but I need to taste this. Oh my lord. 10 out of 10. My dough has literally tripled in size. Wow, that's like, and I don't know why, but the yeast is coming to the top. That's pretty weird. But anyway, I am going to use these as the little, you know, sprucing up, because it's just gonna be a plain pepperoni and cheese pizza. We have our ingredients lined up and ready to go. I flattened this. I'm gonna put the sauce on there, cheese, and then pepperoni. Oh, and also my veggies. Parmesan cheese, aged cheddar. Everything is spread out nice and thin. Yep.